3 of the 5 reel brands on the wall at Bass Pro are owned by the same private equity firm. Not a rumor, not an exaggeration. Penn, Abu Garcia, Pflueger, Shakespeare, and Ugly Stick all wire their revenue to the same holding company in Columbia, South Carolina. It's called Pure Fishing, and the firm that actually controls it is a leveraged buyout shop in Manhattan that has never built a reel in its life. Here's what took me a long time to connect. This isn't 5 companies competing with each other. It's one company wearing 5 different hats, so it can take up more room on the pegboard. A New York private equity firm called Sycamore Partners bought Pure Fishing for $1.3 billion in January of 2019. And what happened to the products after that deal closed is the part nobody in the tackle industry wants to talk about. By the end of this video, you'll know which 5 brands are secretly the same company, why the debt on their balance sheet should concern you more than the drag on your spool, and the one manufacturer that's doing something nobody else in that aisle can do. Let's go. Number 5. Penn. Let's start here because Penn is personal. Your dad probably had a Penn Senator bolted to a stand-up rod on a party boat somewhere off Montauk or the Outer Banks. Maybe your grandfather had an International rigged for bluefin. Penn reels used to be made in Philadelphia, assembled by hand on Hunting Park Avenue by machinists who fished with the product they built. Here's what that legacy is worth to the people signing the checks today. The only Penn reels still assembled in that Philadelphia plant are the International and the Senator, the lever drags, the conventionals. Everything else, every spinning reel Penn sells, the Battle, the Spinfisher, the Clash, the Slammer, the Pursuit, all of it is manufactured in China. And here's the part that gets under my skin. Alan Hawk, one of the most respected independent reel teardown reviewers on the internet, documented that Penn puts "Made in China" on a tiny sticker and places it where you will never see it unless you physically pull the spool off the shaft. Every other reputable manufacturer permanently stamps country of origin on the reel foot in large readable letters. Penn tucks it out of sight. That's not a packaging oversight. That's a boardroom decision. Hawk also tore down the Battle III and found it shares internal components with the Spinfisher. Same parent company, same parts bin, 2 different model names, 2 different price points. That's number 5. We haven't started yet. Number 4. Abu Garcia. If Penn got you through family, Abu Garcia got you through the algorithm. The Revo shows up in every tournament recap, every coastal inshore video, every Amazon recommendation list, and the brand has legitimate roots. The original ambassador was Swedish, hand-built in a factory in Svangsta. But today, Abu Garcia reels come out of the same Chinese contract manufacturing network that builds the rest of Pure Fishing's catalog. Anglers on Bass Resource confirmed the Revo SX baitcaster and the Bass Pro Qualifier 1 came off the same factory floor. Same building, different logo on the box, different number on the price tag. Number 3. Pflueger. The President is probably the most recommended budget spinning reel in the country, around $60. Sealed drag. Decent bearings, it's the reel every forum tells a first-timer to buy. And for the money, it does its job. But here's what nobody mentions to the guy buying his first setup. A reel technician on the ORC Reel Talk forum took apart a Penn Battle 4000 and a Pflueger President side by side and concluded the 2 reels were nearly identical on the inside. He said he believed the internals were interchangeable. Same parent company. Nearly the same guts. 2 names on the shelf. Now stop. Penn, Abu Garcia, Pflueger. 3 brands most anglers think are competitors. 1 owner. Sycamore Partners, operating through Pure Fishing. And it doesn't stop at 3. Pure Fishing's portfolio holds over 17 brands. Shakespeare, Ugly Stick, Berkeley, Fenwick, Mitchell, Hardy, Banstall, Finnor, Plano. One private equity firm writing checks for 17 logos is falling apart. If you've made it this far, you already know this isn't a channel that tells you what to buy. It tells you what they were counting on you never looking up. Hit subscribe and the bell because we do this every single week. Number 2. Shakespeare. Anglers on Ohio game fishing noticed the Pflueger Supreme spinning reel had been rebadged and put back on the shelf as the Shakespeare Supreme. Same reel frame, same internal design, different color, different nameplate. Sometimes a different price. That is not 2 products competing. That's 1 product in a costume change. Number 1. Ugly Stick. The Combo King. You've seen these at every Walmart, every Bass Pro, every Cabela's. Rod and reel, shrink wrapped together, under $100. The reel in that package is sourced from the same pure fishing OEM pipeline as everything else on this list. The ugly stick name isn't doing quality control. It's doing real estate. The more brands pure fishing stacks on the pegboard, the less room there is for anyone who isn't sending money to Sycamore partners. If this has you wondering what they pull with the boats themselves, the hull and build quality rankings inside the bilge files grades every major brand from physical teardowns. QR code on screen, link in the description, and pinned comment. And here's the number that ties all 5 together. S&P downgraded Pure Fishing's credit rating to SD, selective default, in 2023. Their debt-to-EBITDA ratio hit 18.6 times earnings. Sycamore bought back chunks of Pure Fishing's own debt at a steep discount, and S&P called the move tantamount to a default. Bloomberg Law reported that a group of Pure Fishing's lenders brought in Houlihan Lokey as a restructuring advisor. This is a company carrying over $1 billion in obligations and trying to service them with thinner margins every quarter. That's not a tackle company. That's a debt instrument with a real catalog bolted on. So here's the other half. 2 manufacturers. That's all that cleared the structural bar, not because the standard is unreasonable, but because genuine vertical integration in the reel business is actually that rare. Shimano, publicly traded in Tokyo, ticker 7309. The Shimano family still leads the company. They have been cold forging their own gears in Sakai, Japan since 1962. Sakai is a city with over 1,600 years of metalworking heritage, and Shimano chose it for exactly that reason. The Stella, the single most respected spinning reel on the planet, is built in Japan by Shimano employees in a Shimano factory using Shimano tooling. The Stratic and the Vanford come out of a Shimano-owned plant in Malaysia that they've operated since 1990. No private equity sponsor, no anonymous OEM, no leveraged balance sheet. Shimano sits on a net cash position north of $3.5 billion. They exited the golf business in 2005 to focus exclusively on bicycles and fishing tackle. Wired 2 Fish named the Stratic FM the best all-purpose spinning reel for 2026. Not a single Pure Fishing reel appeared in any of their top picks. Daiwa, owned by Globeride Incorporated, also publicly traded in Tokyo under ticker 7990. Their flagships, the Saltiga, the Exist, the Certate, are manufactured in Japan at Globeride's own factory. Alan Hawk called the Saltiga the greatest spinning reel ever made. In 2016, Daiwa dropped the BG at around $100, and independent reviewers said it reset the floor for what a budget spinning reel should be, forcing every competitor, including Pure Fishing, to scramble. Honest caveat, Daiwa's mid-tier models like the Fuego and the Tatula are built in Thailand and Vietnam, but they're built in Daiwa-owned facilities, not outsourced to a contract shop the company doesn't control. There's a real difference between a manufacturer building its own product overseas and a holding company emailing a spec sheet to a factory it will never visit. You now know something that most people standing in the reel aisle at this very moment do not. 5 brands, 1 owner, 1 debt-loaded balance sheet held together with stickers and shelf placement, and 2 companies on the other side of the Pacific that still forge their own gears and stamp their own name on the reel foot in letters you can actually read. Next time you pick one up, flip it over, check the foot, and ask yourself whether the name on the box is telling you who built it or just who's making payments on it. YouTube thinks you should watch this next, so go ahead and tap it. And if you made it all the way to the end, you already know this is worth a subscribe. See you in the next one.